If you think that this whole Occupy thing is like natural or normal or like just like happened because the people have that much power, oh man, you're lost. Look, this is like a social experiment. Wake up. Have they not been carrying out social experiments from one thing to the other, different things, and they're sizing us up? What do you think they're doing in Portland? That's my point. That's what I'm talking about here. Okay, military practices for the real thing at always. There's a reason the military isn't even there yet. First things first. You gotta size your opponent up. You gotta find out what their strength is. You gotta find out what their weaknesses are. They tried to pull it off in Seattle, but everyone in Seattle was worthless. They did it in the wrong part of town. You notice that these are always centered around these little park areas. Do you think that's natural for them? Yeah and no. Okay, we're the people. Okay, no, it's naturally if they have that option, yes, but they have never had that option. It's under the freeways, under bridges, in the woods. Okay, this was all of this is allowed. Everything that's going on, you got the feds down in Texas that have been their practice and they're doing their thing. Um, it just they there's a reason. Okay, Portland and Seattle close together. I think they picked two cities for it, and I think they just ran with Portland. Seattle wasn't happening. Too many hippies, too many gay people, wrong part of town, like I said. Um, and not because of that gay thing, but because of geographical location. And you got millionaires right next door. What's up, Bubba's? A few millionaires together can do a lot of damage and put some shit to the rest. But mark my word, everyone knew this was coming. Business owners actually knew this was coming months in advance. They were boarding up windows in Seattle along the edges of this zone, this jazz chop zone, months as far back as December, January. I have plenty of video proof. Um, you don't board your shit up and close shop in December. You don't do that. Really nice restaurant too. And then slowly but surely, a couple of businesses down the street, started boarding it up. Then Cafe Vita. I know this because I went to Cafe Vita every week. But so here's what's up. Nobody has the answers. I definitely don't have the answers. But I see what's like going on. I see what's happening. And those of us that have turned on our critical thinking and those are skills that need to be refined and perfected. Honestly, they are. You don't just start using it and then you gotta like practice using it. You gotta know kind of methodically how to go about troubleshooting these things and research or not. Just figuring them out, seeing through the bullshit, reading between the lines. I hate the neck of this shirt. So hate my haircut too. I just look stupid. But what's going on is something's going to happen in the near future where um, a large scale event is going to happen. Something's going to happen. But everything big, all the big events on Earth, always follows a big change. So I don't think anybody can deny that there's going to be some big changes coming out of all this. But there's a huge, something big is going to come out of Portland, and it's unfortunate that people don't see it. It's under the mask of political wars, And at the top, I believe, I truly believe they're for bigger agendas that both presidents have to play along with, and it's not for what's coming next. What's coming next is just another little step in what's coming. So these things all happen like one by one. Which means they're chipping at every corner, and they're what they're trying to do is they're trying to change the way our society rolls in a very short period of time that's never been done before. And even worse, it's never been done under the mask of all these emergencies and things that look like they just sprang up and got out of hand. Boy, I tell you, if you only knew the way Bill Gates thinks and his whole timeline of his business is the way this is going. He created the viruses, sold you the fucking antivirus software. All right, these guys are creating a problem, and they're going to sell you a solution, and you're going to buy it, whether it's money, power, control. You're going to pay. You're going to pay for it. You got to remember, really top elite people and the top bracket of people cannot come out in public. They don't have a life. They don't care about us. We get the lives. We get the normal lives that they'll never have. They'll never even know. So they kind of don't like us because we have something they'll never have. And these politicians, they can't go out in the public. They can't go to restaurants and have normal dates. They can't do all the Hollywood movies that they have to sit around and watch. That's why the Hollywood movies are so stupid, because these people don't have any sense of reality. But you got to remember that when you're trying to think about how much you trust your leaders, you got to remember who these people are. These people were not voted for because of how good they were. That's the illusion. These people are born in of families that have had power since day one. And as long as they go to school and fucking outwardly play the part, you get your seat. That's why they don't, when what's his name's son, when John McCain got shot down, he didn't throw his daddy under the bus. He made 33 propaganda videos for Vietnam, talking about how worthless the U.S. was, and how weak we really were, and lying to the for them to show that their army of people and get their hopes up and get their strength, get them going. Like, oh, we got this. You can thank McCain himself for feeding them the motivation they needed to kill more Americans. Oh, fucking A, dude. They were giving him fucking donuts and coffee and sleeping in a bed. They called him Songbird McCain. That's what the veterans call him. The real veterans, you'll never see on TV because they figured out what's going on. But they call John McCain Songbird McCain because of his loud mouth. Walking in, screaming, singing, what do you want to know? Just give me a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Just don't let me lose my career and don't and be but the only way to hide that is to hide it. But you ended up being a traitor, a despicable traitor. Anyway, those are your leaders. He's the one that was behind stealing the Native American Holy Land as well.